Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Everything Bears, where we talk about everything Bears. Join the family, help us march to the 500 subscriptions. If you haven't already, hit that like, subscribe, ding the bell so that you know when we go live. And of course, this show is brought to you by the official drink of tacos, Jarritos. With that being said, can this Chicago Bears defense be a top 10 defense? Stay tuned, and we'll talk about it next.
Mic check. Chicago check. Monsters of the Midway check. Every Sunday got the city on fire. Every episode taking Bears fans higher. Talking quarterbacks, linebackers, draft day dreams. Breaking down the game like a championship team. No hot takes, just football facts. Blue and orange faithful got our backs. From Hollis to today, we carry the torch. Welcome to the show. Pull up a chair on the porch. Everything Bears show. Bears, let's go. Everything Bears show. Everybody knows. Everything Bears show. From the lake to the road. Everything Bears show. Chicago, let's go. The Bears never sleep. And neither do we. Everything Bears show.
Everything Bears show is off the chain. He's out of control right now.
What is up, Bears family? How's it going tonight? Welcome back to the Everything Bears Show, your home for Everything Bears. And as the boys are filing in the building, I see you, Jay Grizz. You're out there. Let me tell you something. Me and Jay Grizz are out there in the streets. We're raiding everybody's chats, me and the Grizz.
Yeah, tag teaming it.
Tag teaming. That's what we're out there doing. Grizz, special shout out to Grizz. He had said in the chats with the at the Windy City Breeze, Pat the designer and his crew gave us a shout out. So I was like, hey, all right, thank you, Grizz. So we're out there in them streets, we're in everybody's chats, we're talking Bears, and yes, tonight I'm gonna make the case that this Bears team has the potential to be a top 10 defense. So
Yes.
Buckle up, boys. Buckle up.
Learn if you're lurking out there in the chat. This should be right up your alley as we will take your side tonight, sir.
That's right. Because Learn had been saying this defense is better than, he says we have a good defense. It's just injuries, which it could be one of the sub points for tonight. But for me, the mainstay is that we have 9 players, gentlemen. We have 9 players that touch grass every Sunday for this defense who are either at the end of their contracts, their rookie deals. Some of them are not due any more guaranteed money after this season. And some of them, if they don't perform well and the team wants to cut, very little itty-bitty cap space hit by getting rid of them.
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
You're going to come on here and say that all these 9 players are truly motivated by money in the NFL?
So
is that the base of your argument?
That is one of the, yes.
Okay.
One of the few points that we're going to bullet point, but money, yes, being one. As we've known, if you've ever been a Bears fan or football fan in general, maybe any sport, when it's a contract year, when it involves money, do you not see the effort and the performance elevate for these guys?
Yeah. How many times do you hear, oh, they're playing for the next contract? Oh, they're in a contract year. So it's not just us saying it, man. That's everybody.
Yes.
So we're going to break that down in the argument in why that can help this defense become a top 10 defense.
You're going to have 9 players playing for money. 9. So would that not mean that, like, these guys are going to be flying around? They're going to be laying it all out on the line, risking life and limb for the big payday. Now, where should we start? That's the question.
Oh, that is a good question. So we have players that are on rookie deals, like you said before, right? Let me just kind of summarize. Make sure I'm bullet pointing your arguments here as you kind of address the chat here. So rookie deals. Veteran players who don't have any guaranteed money left on contracts. Veteran players that if they decide to go a different direction can get cut and not affect the salary cap in too bad of a negative way. Or it'd only be for 1 year with dead cap space money. All right.
Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm buckled up. I know I'm going to be here for the next few hours. And if you guys want to be with us for the next few hours, not only today, but ongoing, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and come join us on the road to 500, baby.
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody who made 300 possible. Noah, good evening, sir. Noah, good to see you in the building. We got Noah and Grizz, and if there's anybody else lurking out there, just join the chat. Don't be scared. Boys don't bite. Even if you are a Lions fan or whatever, I'll just put you in a short. So let's start here. Let's start with our rookies, because these are the kids who they're out of runway after this season. That's it. They better put it all on the line, or who knows, they're going to be unemployed. And if they want to be able to leave the Bears organization because the Bears don't want to re-sign them, they want to put some excellent football on tape.
Yeah.
So let's start with the man in the middle for me. We'll start Big Dex.
Ooh, great place to start, because we've heard a ton of buzz about Big Dex getting traded to other teams, being a trade deadline target, all the way to the production that he's had. If the Bears don't re-sign him, teams could pay up to $25 million a year going forward. And as Bears fans, we're like, are we talking about the same Dexter?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? I don't know. So yes, please, that's a great place to start.
Yeah, the kid's really on a bubble, because he has shown us like flashes over the years, but just the consistency lacked. He comes out of the gates really strong, gets his 5 sacks nice and early, and then ends up the rest of the season with 6 total sacks.
Yeah.
Not too disruptive in the run game. Just, we haven't seen enough from him. However, the element of the contract being up and the money, as we've said at the top of the show, will absolutely elevate this kid's play. No doubt. So maybe those 6 sacks turn into 8 or 9. Maybe QB pressures are up. Maybe his TFLs go up. Again, he's got the potential, because the dude's he's got size and the length. Yeah. And this is going to be his final year to put it on tape. You want to stay a Bear, you better put it on tape. And again, I am pretty confident that these players, as we make our way through the list, are going to answer the call. J2K, thank you for making it, sir. Thank you for making it tonight. Thank you. Good
evening, and yes, bear down, everybody. Jay Grizz shouting out to J2K. So my take on Big Dex here, man, is let's call out some of the strengths, some of the weaknesses. Okay, strengths. He's the prototypical D tackle, right? Big kid, looks strong, flashes. But like you said before, man, comes out hair on fire for the first couple games, and it's almost like the kid becomes disinterested in the rest of the season, right? Or he gets a minor nick or whatever, and he just kind of disappears for a while.
Yeah.
That's my problem. And as Bears fans, he doesn't pass the eyeball test, does he? I mean, even though he's been averaging 5.5 to 6.5 sacks every year for the last couple of years, 2 years, I think his first year he had 4.5.
Yeah.
But man, he just disappears. Like, you have to go searching for him. Is he still on the field? Is he still playing? So he literally just vanishes. You forget he's out there. And don't get me wrong, man. I like the thumbs up as much as anybody else. I love that celebration.
Yeah, it's a great
But I hope he's motivated by the money. Hopefully the money makes him a little bit lighter in the shorts and he could get off the damn ball.
That's what I'm saying.
In less than a second that it takes for him to react.
And he's a young dad too. I mean, kiddo, this is for your namesake. This is for security moving forward. I'm telling you, he's going to go out there and he's going to play like he means it. And then Big Baller, thank you for coming out tonight. This right here will also play an effect into why Big Dex is going to step up, because he's going to have this kid Vandenberg nipping at his heels, trying to steal his reps.
Hey, listen, man. If he has a young kid, and all of us dads out there know that if you have a young baby in the house, them legs are going to be fresh every Sunday, because he's only going to be using them out on the football field, if you know what I mean.
That's right. Yeah, and right here, Chris knows. Similac, diapers, daycare. You know how much daycare is? He's going to step it up. Big Dex is going to step it up. J2K says, graphics look cool, guys. Bears talk around the round table. That's right.
That's right, baby. The new addition to the set.
Yeah,
it's nice. We had a custom made.
It is custom made.
It is, yeah.
Let's see. Stevenson got engaged, so you know he has to get paid. We're going to get to him, Big Mike. Thank you for showing up, Big Mike. But, yeah, he is on our list. As a matter of fact, we're going to go through these rookies real quick before we get to the veterans. But Tyreek is on that list. Now, Tyreek's my guy, and I don't know if I've said it enough on this show. We're going to wrap this up with Big Dex, and then we're going to move to Tyreek next. But Tyreek's my guy, and I'll explain why. But JVDB reminds me of a young Chris Zorich. Oh, Vandenberg reminds you of a young Chris. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I think that kid's going to be good, man. Like, I could feel it. Can you just feel it? I could feel it. The kid's going to be good.
With a name like White Rhino, you got to be good, man. Think of the merchandise possibilities. Kid, if you're good, you're rich, bro.
White Rhino hats and shirts.
Man, out by the whole rhino head sticking out, with a Bears helmet. Yes, I'd be in, man. For sure.
Oh, man. So, all right. So that's our first guy, Gervon Dexter, senior.
Once we get into the veterans, I'll bring up their contracts. But these rookie deals, they're usually paying like $1.5 million type of thing. They're unrestricted free agents after this year. Where it gets interesting is with some of these vets and what the dead cap money is. And it also gives you an insight on how the Bears front load these type of contracts for these veterans, which, Poles and the cap guy really know what they're doing.
So facts, because I thought about this too, where did they purposely do this to have 9 guys at the end or tail end of their contracts because they're like, oh yeah, they're all going to play. They're all going to ball out that year because they all want to get paid. Genius, but it is. I think that's trendy around the league. Front load those contracts, let it taper off as the years go by in their contracts. And Jay Grizz, you nailed it. And let's not forget, with a first name like Jordan in the town of Chicago, you cannot go wrong.
And now with the new Bulls draft picks, the Caleb W's are going to be taking over Chicago as well.
The C-Dubs. C-Dubs taking over the city. Jordan V is a specimen. He is. Yeah. Remember his RAS score when we were covering the draft? My goodness.
A 10. A fucking 10.
10. All right. So that's one down. Big Dex, he's going to ball out. Watch. He might not go crazy. But what I'm saying is that his production numbers are going to be up from what we've seen because of money.
So before we move on, man, so let's say Big Dex goes out there, gets himself 8 sacks,
Okay.
right? Looks to be the part. Gut reaction, do you resign him? And what would be the top that you would resign him for before you like let him go?
So my specialty isn't what guys make. I don't know what positions make what would be a good price for that position. But I will tell you with some guys leaving will affect him being signed. If he has a good season like that, what did you just see in the chat?
Yeah, Big Mike's. C-Dub's a lot better than C-Men.
Hey,
Absolutely.
Romy. That's a
Is that Romy?
Romy.
Yes. Big Mike, you two have been hanging out way too much. J2K says, I just hope Big Dex has some sort of ascension. We need it. From the interior, brother. Amen.
And so there, right, in that room, the defensive line, specifically the interior, Grady Jarrett, he's probably gone. Well, we'll get to the contracts because he's on the contract for one more season, but that doesn't mean he won't get cut once we take a look at cap hits, which it's minimal. So, if he balls out, then maybe you give him a 2 or 3.
Yeah, you're probably looking 3-year. I'm not going out and paying him $25 million unless he looks completely different.
If he looks like Christian Jones.
Yeah.
Did I say his name right?
Then you have something, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Jones, but it could
Chris
be Christian.
Jones, not Christian. Chris Jones.
Yeah. So that's man, that's gonna be one of those things that we'll keep an eye on all season. I'd be curious to see what's gonna happen with Dex. Let's see, man. Let's see. I don't know. Could he be a trade deadline casualty if we see Vandenberg stepping up, Gilmore's holding it down on the interior, Grady Jarrett finds the fountain of youth and steps up? Maybe, kind of to J2K's comment here, Dex doesn't fit in DA's play style. DA seems to like quick and athletic disruptors. He always thought that Dex was a poor fit at the 3T technique. So the 3 technique felt like an athletic nose tackle or possibly a 3, 4, or 5 technique or a 4 inside. So.
Yes, good points, man. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to fit the scheme. He hasn't fit the last couple schemes we had in town.
Yeah, he's had a few of them to kind of test out. So, speaking of that, I absolutely love the Flus memes with comparing him to the USA soccer team's defense. Have you seen those?
Oh, no, I haven't.
But
it seems like very low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Who coached the U.S. soccer team's defense as it's a meme of the Flus sitting there? I was like, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it.
All right. Up next on a rookie contract that's running out of runway, my boy, Tyreek Stevenson. This is my boy, and I'm going to tell you why. What I like about his game. I forgave him for the Hail Mary debacle. I forgave him. He gave his apologies. His teammates accepted his apology. We've moved on. This kid is sticky in coverage. He plays man defense very well. And I will accept some of the DPI calls he gets because he's handsy, because he's physical. I like that shit. I'd rather him get a pass interference call here and there because he's all being a nuisance and bothering wide receivers than him getting toasted. I like his physicalness. He's got great size. His speed isn't half bad. And the dude is a willing and inviting tackler.
Yeah.
Like when running backs come outside zone or bounce completely outside, this kid has no problems getting physical and hitting, smacking running backs. And I love that about his game. Now, we saw it a few times last season where the coaching staff opted to keep him on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And that's concerning. what was it? They never told us. They weren't saying, yeah, he's not getting the scheme. Yeah, no, we don't like his character. Yeah, we don't like his attitude. They never told us. So I don't know what the reasoning is, but what I do know is that he has every opportunity, now that Nahshon Wright's gone, to be the number 2 corner. It's going to be him and Jaylen running the show. And he'll be fighting with Terrell Smith, which we'll get to him next, probably for that second cornerback position, but I like him. Let's see. Jay Gris says, but he had another game where Byard had to tell Tyreek to stop chatting with the fans and pay attention to the ball that's about to get snapped. Did this happened during the season with Ben and DA? I don't remember this.
He still has an ass. Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Okay, the dude's a dog, all right? He's a savage. Sometimes you got to, sometimes you got to, learn at? Sometimes you got to just give him a little, hey.
A little yank on the chain, huh? No agrees with you. Tyreek Stevenson is a dog.
It's a dog. Go ahead, you can read it.
J2K is coming in. Stevenson's so talented. It's the consistency that seems to be the issue. He'll guess wrong and give up some big yardage. If only his head was in the game 100% of the time. Sounds kind of to Jay Grizz's point, right?
Yeah.
So,
but this is part of my case, though, because this is crunch time now. This is pay or go home. Get paid or go home, because if you ain't getting paid here after your rookie contract, you can try the free agency market, and yeah, you'll probably get a job somewhere, but you could also get a job somewhere else and then just disappear in the night where nobody's going to hear your name again and go, hey, is Tyreek still in the NFL? I don't know. I don't know if Tyreek's still in the league anymore. I have no idea.
Yeah, the case study with this one's going to be Nahshon Wright, right? With him going to the Jets.
Yes.
That could be the case study for Tyreek Stevenson. After Stevenson's rookie year, we were all super high on him, expected a lot of good things. Even his second year went pretty well, excluding the play, right, that you were talking about. Third year, like you were saying, man, he was in the doghouse.
Yeah.
We didn't know why. We could speculate, and it's probably lack of focus, concentration. Listen, if Byard's riding your ass for something like that, you don't think that resonates with the coaching staff?
Yeah,
and they didn't know or see the exact same thing or said, hey, Byard, go fucking get your boy, right?
Yeah.
So it's with the contract on the line, we should get the best version of Stevenson that he could put out on the field, being ultra focused, head in the playbook, competing, fighting for a job. We saw the early returns didn't look great. He was getting torched by what's his dude? Xavier Thomas. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Just getting lit up. But not in pads, not in the scheme, 7-on-7, right? Free release, the whole shit. But we're going to have to see, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what you have. You have 6 weeks to get your shit right, get locked in, be ready for training camp, and go in and compete. For me, the natural thing that I always thought is that he should try to make that transition over to safety. He's got the body type for it. He's got the coverage skills. Like you said before, he's a willing tackler. I'm surprised we haven't seen any of that, but he's shown enough skill on the outside and being sticky in man coverage. That's something that's not easy either. So,
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so with all that, what you just said, man, and I really think, again, we'll probably see the best version of him this upcoming season. Let's see. Create, brothers.
What's up, Create? Welcome, sir. Welcome. Jay Grizz, I'm glad we're getting Smith back this year. Hopefully he's 100% recovered from that gruesome patella injury last year for him and Ozzy's sake, right? Yeah. Very, very optimistic with Ozzy with that last workout video, by the way, that we see.
I know, those little teasers of him working out. I'm like, uh-oh, we see him by the playoffs?
Yeah.
Playoffs. Playoffs?
At that point, man, depending on how bad, if we see him in the playoffs, that means we have a big issue at left tackle still. Let's hope that we're good enough to where we don't need Ozzy back until the following year, right?
We
Take
might.
a year, son. Yeah.
We might.
Let's come on, man. Knock on wood, whatever you got to do, right? So
on the next episode of Everything Bears.
Yeah, I'm sure Raymond was probably torching him as well. Yeah. Big baller coming in. Brisker, Byard, Wright, all playing for another contract last year. Wright had himself a year.
Case in point, ballers. Baller gets what I'm putting down.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly right. Them three right there, all playing for money last year. Did we not see the best versions of them? Yeah. Telling you, this Bears D could end up being top 10. Telling you. But the case continues. We're going to keep this up. We're going to catch up with these comments, though. You boys are rolling tonight.
Yeah. Craig said, I always like Stevenson. He just needs to keep his attitude in check. Plus, no one's catching Savion. Exactly. It's kind of my point here. So, Wright had a focus problem. They corrected that pretty quick. Yeah, I was very critical of Wright in the beginning of the season, man. I called his ass out, and then I promptly had to apologize because I think Rochard broke his foot off in his ass and got him right. And he's going to get him paid, man. That cat's going to be making north of $25 million a year.
Well, which Wright are you guys talking about? We had two on the team.
I'm assuming Darnell on this one.
Darnell, yeah.
Yeah. So, because the first 4 games, he did not look good. And he was dealing with the elbow and stuff like that. So, come a little bit of slack, but not much, man. So, J2K agreeing with, I think it was Grizz. T. Smith could be the dark horse. Stevenson can't get out. I think last year, Smith was nipping at the heels until he went down.
Yeah. And he is our next player we're talking about. So let's put a pin in Terrell Smith.
Yeah. Great saying that Stevenson looked like he'd be the strong safety type.
Yeah.
Sounds like Turner isn't doing well. Okay.
Shamar, right? Shamar
and
Turner.
And then J2K. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the last update that we got from him is, they're unsure when he's going to be back. So J2K wants to know, how confident are we in the CB room? You got JJ, Gordon, Smith, all coming off of injuries. Stevenson, Doghouse, rookie Muhammad. I think it's boom or bust. So, how you feeling, my man?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm pretty high on our secondary. So JJ, I'm feeling good. He's had a long time to recoup now. Even though he tried to come back late in the season, didn't look 100%. That was very obvious. But he's had even all these months now to take care of himself and to do the right things in terms of we've talked about Jaylen on the show about him showing up to the involuntaries, them OTAs, super important for his position on this roster as the veteran, the OG, you want to be a leader. You want that next contract because he's also on our list later in the show. So I think Jaylen Johnson, I'm pretty confident. And I think we're probably going to see a good version of him because he wants to sit back down at the tables because he's not guaranteed any more money. Like I said, we'll get back to that. Gordon, man, at this point, I don't even know how I feel about Gordon. Other than, right, we love him. We love what he can do. We love his versatility. He's like a Swiss Army knife, a good one. Not a generic, cheap old dollar store Swiss Army knife. This dude's top of the line.
Swiss made, right?
Yes, but he can't stay on the field. And it's aggravating because you miss him not being on the field. Ben Johnson's had enough of it. But if he can come back healthy, that would help the secondary tremendously. But we've got maybe a couple other guys that could shoe in for him while he's only plays 3 games this season. Terrell Smith, yeah, I'm optimistic, but I don't know his current condition. I believe he's been practicing and all these OTAs and everything, so I'm not going to worry until there's something to worry about there other than just remembering where he was before his injury, because Wedge just said, and we'll talk about him since we're here.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Wedge.
No, go ahead, finish your point.
I just wanted to say, because he was nipping at Tyreek's heels for that number 2 spot for the cornerback. But that's it.
Yeah, I was about ready to say the same thing. That's why I wanted you to finish there. In terms of like my overall feel with the cornerback room, and I'm going to expand this a little bit to the secondary in general. I do feel good about it. There's still a lot to be seen with it, and there's a couple unknowns. What is Gordon going to look like this year? Is he going to miss 2 games? Is he going to miss 14 games? That's the X factor, I think, for this defense. Is Thieneman going to be able to get up to speed and get going and be able to make a difference in the secondary starting from week 1, right? Beyond Kobe and Thieneman, the safety position's not that deep. We got Cam Lewis, the dude from Buffalo, who can spell if Thieneman's taking a little bit more time, but that also limits you at the slot corner because that's his other position if Kyler's not ready to go. I think the competition with Stevenson and Smith and all the good news we've been hearing out of Muhammad bodes well for the secondary. And let's not forget, we have the biggest X factor of them all, the DB coach, Harris, right? That is kind of the trump card for this secondary. In Harris, we trust. We've seen what he's done with players like Nahshon Wright. We've seen what he did with players in Dallas. Diggs and Branch, I think, was the other one that just came out of nowhere. Lewis, I think, was another cornerback out of Michigan that ended up having some pretty good years. So he has a proven track record with young corners and getting them up to speed and to their potential early. So I put a lot of confidence in that because that is a proven track record. This isn't, oh, can he replicate it again? They have replicated it over and over and over at many different stops, different teams, different secondary personnels. Yeah. So I'm feeling good there.
And no doubt, another thing with the Al Harris thing is you see the production fall off when he leaves to go to a different team. It falls off a cliff.
Yeah.
So the big baller, if they want to stay on this Bears team and win multiple Super Bowls, they better shape up or get shipped out. And that's, again, man, and that's really the case of why I think our defense is going to be sneaky good this year because you got 9 players, and we're going to go down the list of all 9 players who are in this situation right here.
Yeah.
Shape up or ship out. So, woo.
Figure it out, boys. Yeah.
Big Mike. So, Mike, he's at zero confidence in Gordon. Yeah, and how can you not be, right? That's why I'm like, I don't know what, on the fence about it. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. I know I like him as a player. I've seen him produce the shit he could do on the field. Yeah, we need that. And then you not being on the field, this sucks, dude.
Yeah. Not only are we paying you a ton of money, but, when you're not there, that leaves a huge hole. And especially in this DA type of defense. Hell, they signed CJ Gardner-Johnson off of the street, and look at what he did in the nickel role. 3 sacks in the first 3 games.
Yeah, he had a couple picks, too.
Yeah. So he uses that position to the utmost advantage for him and his defense, blitzing, coverage, all over the place, right?
Is Cam Lewis hurt? I haven't heard much of him. I don't think he's hurt. He's
I think he was dealing with something in some of the OTAs, so we didn't see a ton of them, but it's super minor, preventative stuff.
I did see him in some highlights, though. He was out there doing some things. Noah says he's got a sneaky suspicion that they're going to make a move. Yeah, maybe at that edge spot. Or that before, as Wedge said, too, because I'm going to keep my antenna up for that. Before the trade deadline, that they might want to move Big Dex.
One of these, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even if you get like a 4th or a 5th back for him, it's better than just letting him walk out the door.
Yeah. J2K says, I actually like the Cam Lewis signing. Me too. While he's not a starter, he fits the defense far better than Jonathan Owen does.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Plus, he's a good special teamer. That's what I like about it, right? You're trying to build up depth, and that depth, you want quality at depth, and that's exactly what he is. Like you said, J2K, I think it's an upgrade from Jonathan Owens, who was our backup, but this is a better backup.
Yeah.
For sure.
With the fact that he plays specials and he's also an insurance policy at the nickel, makes a ton of sense.
Yeah. And so a lot of people are like saying, oh, I'm not sure the secondary is going to be able to produce that many turnovers. Don't speak too soon on that, because the Al Harris effect. So saying you're right, Big Baller saying, I expect a lot of turnovers for the Bears with Al Harris. Yeah, because his mindset and his coaching, that's not changing. Just because there was turnover in the DB room does not mean Al Harris's message and coaching is changing. It's the same. J2K says, I worry about the expectations fans will have with Thieneman being a playmaker day one. All rookies take a few games to settle down. Fans will need to have a little patience. So this is a very important point. This is a very good point too, by the way, J2K. Yeah, we can't set the bar so high for this kid, because he's still a rookie at the end of the day. We already saw in training camp he had a little bit of like mental mistakes already, and that's perfectly normal. He needs to be making these mistakes. Let him make these mistakes now. But to J2K's point, during the season, I don't be surprised if he blows the coverage maybe a couple times.
Yeah, you look at it too, and we talked about this ad nauseum. Ben Johnson likes to vet these rookies. In a typical situation, you look at Loveland, Burden, Ozzie last year. All those guys had to wait until at least week 4, after the bye week, actually, which was week 5 last year, before they really were able to get in and get there. So he makes them cut their teeth, man. Prove it a couple plays at a time. Unfortunately, the Bears aren't in that position with Thieneman. If it is that much of a problem, I mean, he's not starting week 1, that might be some area of concern, but I'm not going to freak out that he's a bust at that point, because we've seen it. We've seen what Ben Johnson expects from these guys. They have to have a certain amount of knowledge before they could crack the starting lineup. It's not just going to get handed to the kid, even though we all think that it is and it should be, and it most likely will be based off of what they signed in that position room. But we'll see. To be determined.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the kid, he still has to earn it. Like, I'm sure week 1 he'll be the starter, but all that time leading up to that point, they put that kid through it, because our coaching staff is amazing. Gav, what's up? He says, tighten up. Still going on with the Titans. I like it. I like the dedication.
Yeah.
Team Scare, thank you for joining us. Good evening, sir. Thank you. Al Harris should get a lot of interviews after this season. He's a great coach. Don't you say that.
Yeah.
Shh. Don't say that. We don't want him to go nowhere. Yeah, we don't have an Al Harris. I'm sorry. Can't.
Sorry.
No.
We protected him. He's a franchise coach for us here.
Yeah.
So we
These letters for return to sender here. And there's no Al Harris here. Sorry. He's ours. Leave him and keep your hands off him. Like we had talked last episode, actually, a little bit, that, like, let's just say, I don't know, DA's defense is still bottom third of the league. Do you just do you get rid of DA and just give Al Harris the shot at DC? That's how much I like Al Harris. But thank you, Team Scared. Thank you much for joining. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Don't go nowhere. Stick around. Keep bopping in the chat. We love it. All right, next up, Terrell Smith.
Boy, a little tough to talk about Mr. Smith, right? Because coming out of last season, he was fighting for that number 2 spot.
Yeah.
Went down with the injury, nipping at Stevenson's heels. it would have been awesome to see what he has. This kid's got a tough road ahead of him, man. He's coming off of rehabbing with the knee. He's in a contract year. Yes. So, ACLs could take up to a year, or he was a PCL, which usually are a year plus. Yeah. But because this kid's going into a contract year, he's got to push it, right? Because he's got to try to make this team and get paid, right? Get another contract. If he has another injury-riddled year, I'd love to see the Bears give him like a prove-it deal, 1-2 years, couple million a year type of thing. I don't know if another team, based off of the injury history, would be willing to jump in, give him any more money than that.
Probably not.
But we'll see.
If I had to guess, probably not. We would be the team probably willing to give him an offer because of what he was able to do before the injury. Like his first 2 years, the kid was he's a baller. Kid could ball. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, like J2K was saying, before Smith went down, he was playing really well in the preseason. But now he's back to square one. That's what that injury will do to you, man.
Absolutely.
Skinny P checking in. Welcome, Skinny P. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the chat. Watch Booker and Turner.
Okay. Liking the Shamar Turner thing. We're all on Austin Booker, man. We're actually going to talk about him later, too, because although he's not at a contract year, he's going to want an extension. And what a time to do it when our edge rushers are slim. It's a good opportunity for him to step up. But we'll get to him later. We're doing Terrell Smith right now. But back to like what J2K said before his injury, what he was showing in preseason was good. But don't forget about the years prior when we had the flus. Terrell Smith was on the field a lot.
Yeah.
Because he was bopping in and out. It was almost as if Jaylen had the one down, and then Terrell Smith and Tyreek were like spelling each other in and out. And when the kid was out there, the kid was a balling. So I think the kid's got a great opportunity here, especially if Tyreek isn't some kind of doghouse. It'd be a great opportunity for him to slide in there and maybe steal the spot. Or maybe they can go back to sharing snaps. I don't know. What do we got here?
J2K brings up, I don't remember this from his rookie year, but J2K is saying that Smith is also an option at safety. Maybe not this year, but his rookie year, he split some snaps in training camp at safety. He's got those broad shoulders too. I don't recall that, but okay.
Yeah, so J2K, thanks for that insight. So that even strengthens his case a little bit because he's got some versatility. Like he doesn't have to just play outside corner. He could play. He has some experience at safety. I like it, man. I like the kid. I think from what I saw, it was all kind of the same things. Really good in coverage and a willing tackler, and physical. Yeah, you can't beat that in a corner. Jaylen. I don't want to speak ill of Jaylen, but when he came back from his injury, granted we know he wasn't 100%, but sometimes Jaylen will make business decisions.
Yeah. Packers game.
Yes.
That ring a bell?
Yeah, that
I'll
does.
Just give him the old chicken wing in there.
Ole.
Yeah. Not that I'm still pissed about that, but I'm still pissed about that.
However, this season again, because Jaylen's not guaranteed any money after this season, we're gonna see a tackling Jaylen Johnson this season. He's gonna be a tackler.
And the business decisions are going the other way, so he can make more of this.
Correct.
As we're talking about Smith, for his road too, man, I hope the kid comes back and is able to compete. Because if you put Muhammad in the mix, like the chat's starting to talk about a little bit here, now he could be behind two people, which he has to try to jump to get into the starting rotation. Because it seems the early returns on Muhammad are pretty good. Right, a lot of people had a second round, maybe third round grade. We picked him up in the fourth. A lot of value there. He's under the tutelage of Al Harris. Let's see what he can become.
Oh yeah.
If he really balls out, is he the next heir apparent over at the number 1? Is he the Jaylen Johnson backup plan? When we get to talk about him, a lot of different options, a lot of different pieces that they can maneuver around to see what's going to happen. I mean, if Jaylen Johnson is looking for this big money and you got a couple guys that you'll be able on these rookie deals with Caleb's contract coming up, maybe we'll talk about Jaylen Johnson when we get to him. I don't want to, expose my take before then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So great, like kind of chess moving there, Wedge, because could he be the heir apparent to that one spot? Or is he also an insurance policy if Kyler wants to miss 14 games?
Wouldn't that
slide him in at the nickel?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a great position for the Bears to be in if they're like, whoa, all of a sudden we got some dudes now where if we decide to give up on a Jaylen Johnson, we're still fine, right? Yeah. That would be a great position for this team to be in.
Yeah. And like here, like Skinny says, Coach Johnson's addicted to these speedy DBs. Yeah. And like, again, you have to. And I think because our secondary got exposed last season by Puka, by Amon-Ra St. Brown with these speedy crossers, he was like, that's it. We need our secondary needs to get way faster. Our linebackers need to get way faster.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely addicted to them speedy DBs, man. Absolutely. Okay, Grizz says Smith definitely has the size. It's 6'1", 6'2", 210. Runs a 4.4. Woo! That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's a great size. 6'1" or 6'2", about 210. Boy, that dude will hit a running back. Boy, he ain't scared of shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's excellent. That's excellent size. Great speed, too, 4.4. The Big Baller says, I think one of the Bears' options was drafting a corner if they could have traded back early in the second. Guess plan B was Muhammad.
Yeah, I think J2K kind of backs this up on the next comment, too, here.
I heard cornerback Colton Hood was the next pick if Thieneman wasn't there. And then Poles did try to trade up for him, but no deal. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
That's, to me, that's one of the things that we have to look at, right? Who's going to be the better corner coming out of Texas, Colton Hood or Muhammad? Did the Bears do it right? Did they get outmaneuvered? And the plan B, I mean, if they're 1A, 1B, where they're playing pretty close, and you got Muhammad in the 4th round, Poles will look like a genius.
Yeah. Well, with the help of Al Harris, Poles is going to look like a genius.
True. Yes.
So with that being said, we could wrap up Terrell Smith. We've all had good thoughts. Thank you guys for chipping in on this. This is a group discussion. So, yeah, everybody, you guys added great stuff to that. Terrell Smith, again, barring health, watch out for this kid to be balling out this year and getting on the field. Next up, now we're going to go. Where should we go?
Are we out of the rookie deal, guys?
We're out of the rookie deals now. Now we're on to the veterans. Where do you guys want to go?
I mean, we've been talking about a lot of DBs. Should we stay with the DBs?
Okay. Yeah, that was a couple DBs in that talk. J2K says, I was a huge fan of Colton Hood, and I also really liked Muhammad. So I was happy in the end. So it was either or with J2K. You'd have been happy with either of them. I like Muhammad myself. I mean, Colton Hood too, but it's Al Harris. That's what makes me feel comfortable that we made the right choice. The kid is an absolute stud, number one, Muhammad. But under the right tutelage, that is Al Harris, we're good. We're good.
Golden.
Golden. Hey, is that an ice cold, refreshing Jarritos wedge?
It is. This is a Mandarin Jarritos, the official drink of tacos. Drink the culture. I think that's right.
Ding. Not yet official yet on the Everything Bears
flavored by culture. Don't drink the culture.
That's right. You heard it here first, Vinny. You heard it here first. Yes, top 10 defense. Watch out. Monsters are back all day. I'm making the case. You're 49 minutes late. Sit down and take some notes.
Yeah. Listen to the argument.
Yeah, I'll sum it up real quick and see if I could do this in 30 seconds or less. Vinny, the Bears have 9 guys. The Bears have 9 guys that are either at the end of their contracts or aren't guaranteed any more money after this. They'll still have 1 year left on their deal, but guaranteed no more money. If watching football your whole life has taught you anything, did it not teach you that when players are on their contract year, you see the best version of them, right? We have 9, and not like guys who are second string or third string. Every one of these names touch the field every Sunday. Ba-bam, Vinny! Ba-bam!
Ba-bam. You like that as? Ba-bam!
But, Vinny says 310 subscribers already. I know it's been amazing. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. And yeah, we want to thank you guys so much, and let's keep it going, man. More subscribers means more algorithm push, which means we get in front of the faces and eyeballs of more NFL or more so Bears fans, but NFL fans too. And invite them into the community so they can hang out with us, chit chat with us, and keep this party rolling. J2K said Muhammad played a lot of bail technique at Texas. That will be his biggest hurdle with Al Harris and DA wanting press. I have plenty of faith, though. Yeah, yes.
He's a big dude, man. It seems like he's got the body type and athleticism to be able to get up there and play press.
He says 9 guys, burgers, and fries.
That's right.
That's what they're going to be doing if they don't play well this year. Give Vinny the bam. I said I spiked the ball. I spiked it.
Big Mike calls for it. Big Mike gets
it. 1 month away from preseason. You got it, Vinny.
Not that we're all not counting. Yes.
Not that we're counting down the days. Seriously, my gosh, man.
We were just talking about that before the show, man. We've almost made it through our first off season.
Yeah.
Whew. I tell you, man, sometimes the topics get tough, but with a group like you guys and all the subscribers out there that we've gotten, thank you very much. You guys make it easy on us for sure. So,
Skinny, our running back room is severely underrated. I hear rumors of Jonathan Taylor. Now, we addressed this last episode, Skinny. I agree with you. Our running back room is totally underrated. I mean, the Bruce brothers, dude, we saw what they did. One running back, 1,000 yards. The other one, 750. Factor in the first 4 weeks, they didn't use Monangai all that much. So now, full steam ahead this season. But the Jonathan Taylor, our running back room we're good right now. The only thing I'd ask of Jonathan Taylor is how many sacks can you get us?
Right.
Can you get us 8 to 10 sacks, Jonathan Taylor? Then we'll talk. Otherwise, we're good at running back. We're good.
Don't get me wrong. If they're like, hey, we'll give you Jonathan Taylor for Swift and, throw us like a 5th round pick. How do you not do that, right?
Ooh.
Clearly, yeah. Taylor would be an upgrade. My fears, would that diminish the Kyle Monangai role? Because Jonathan Taylor now, that dude's a 3-down back, right? So,
yeah. That's right. Kyle Monangai, 7th round pick, steal of the draft. Steal. There's no way you get that kind of production out of a 7th round running back. You just don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it too often, but yeah, Poles struck oil on that one. Vinny, Bears' biggest strengths are offensive line and running back. They were.
I'll be curious to see with the new offensive line alignment, can they get it right coming out of the gates, right? Last year we saw it took 4 weeks. This year, the fact that we're year 2, you still have 3 of probably is it okay to say the top 3 guys returning? Dahlman was a Pro Bowler, so maybe, 2 of your top 3 guys. There's an argument there. Dahlman better than Jackson type of thing. So, but you have very good players returning, kind of to back up Vinny's point here. So, this is an interesting one. I doubt on Taylor, but I do think we could add a running back at the 53 roster, cut down often good running backs who get older, get cut. I could see us picking up a good vet, RB4, by the way. So if he's an RB4, who are you putting at RB3, J2K? Are you still on Roshan?
Don't. J2K? Yeah. Don't you say Roshan.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think Roshan himself is going to have – there's going to be competition for him. When you got Britton Brown, who was the other guy? God, his name eludes me.
Oh, the kid from Bennett. Yeah.
Yeah. So between those 2 guys, they're going to give Roshan everything he can handle to make the 53 with Roshan. But I don't hate the idea of maybe bringing in more running backs just for the competition's sake. And if you can make the 53 and sit in our running back room, fantastic. Bring it. Because spot 1 and spot 2, our seats are already taken. My fear would be Katz's age. Katz?
Okay, good. I'm not the only one. I'm racking my brain right now. Cats.
Help us out, Grizz.
Yeah. You got a couple idiots on here. So
yeah.
Explain it to us like we're 5th graders.
JT. So Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
Is that what they call him? Is that like a nickname? They call him Cats? Yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah. It's better for me to sit here quiet and have you think it than me to open my mouth and now I remove all doubt. All right, Vinny says it definitely showed that Ben Johnson knew what he was doing last season. Thank you, Vinny. Yes, the man knows what he's doing.
Yeah, kind of to back that up, Big Baller saying, don't trade away them picks. We want Ben Johnson to draft more of his guys.
Yeah, that's what we need, more tight ends and speedy wide receivers. Ooh, Rutgers has another. That's what they're doing. They've got a factory. They're just pumping them out there.
Pacheco, Manungai.
Yeah, and then now this guy that J2K is talking about. Running back Antoine Raymond. Wow.
Big Mike saying our offensive line is top 10. But we don't need Taylor.
That too.
Yeah, too many miles on JT. Draft a young, hungry running back. I kind of agree with this one here. I mean, God, did they run the piss out of Taylor over the last couple seasons, didn't they?
Yeah, was like their whole offense.
Yeah.
And he's only like 1 year younger than Swift. Right?
Is he really?
Yeah, he's 28 years old.
Well, I mean, the first couple years that he was in the league, living in Wisconsin, you always heard Jonathan Taylor's name. He was a huge, highly productive college running back, but it took him a few years to figure it out in the pros.
Timeout. Are you our Trey? Number one, thank you for showing up, Trey. Appreciate you chatting, dropping a comment in the chat. He says, and let me read the comment first before I start asking you questions. He says, y'all didn't improve y'all D-line, which, right, we didn't. Kyler Murray, this is the important part. Kyler Murray's going to have all day in the pocket and dot up your secondary. Are you a Vikings fan? Ding, ding, ding. We need like a bell to ring or some kind of applause. Hold on. You're our first Vikings fan ever on the show. Trey, you're the one, man. Thank you, Vikings fan, for showing up. We got Packers fans in the house. We get Don Burr, some Lions fans up in here. But I've always said, we don't have Vikings. Where are all the Vikings fans? We got somebody now.
We
Trey,
didn't know they had fans.
Oh, Trey, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for commenting. But okay, And okay, so this is like the pulse of the Minnesota Vikings right here. It's Trey. So you're already giving Kyler Murray to start.
Mm-hmm. So whether you know it or not, Trey, you now are officially representing the Vikings on
this
show.
channel. That's right.
You are the charter member for the Vikings fans.
So I will say that, yes, we did not improve our D-line. But you're going with Kyler Murray, and you're going with he's going to dot up our secondary all game. Oh, okay.
I'll be curious, man. So all the buzz is JJ McCarthy might be on the move. What are your thoughts? Drop them in the chat, Trey. Be curious to see if you think he's going to be on the 53 to start for the Vikings this year.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to hear what Vikings fans are thinking about their teams. Because like I said, we got Lions fans come in here, tell us what they think about their teams. The Packers fans that come in here also tell us about how they feel about their team. And then here I am, I'm just like Vikings fans are in the corner, quiet. Yeah. But Trey, appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right, big baller, Coleman Bennett. Yep, that's who we got. But you got him the practice squad. That's where we got him. All right, so yeah, Grizz meant Jonathan Taylor. Got it. Hightower seems to have locked Roschon down to a roster spot. Okay, so he's that good on specials where they're locking him in for RB3 so that he can play specials. How many carries did Roschon get last season? This is an honest question. 1 or 3?
I want to say 3. I just so happen to have their site up. So take it over and I'll let you know for sure.
All right, I'm going to knock these out here. Jay Grizz, that was a typo. I'm typing while doing laundry. It's hard to fold and thumb and then make another fold, and I get it. Let's see. J2K says, I really like Coleman Bennett, but doubt he earns a roster spot. Freaking spell check. I hate spell check, man. If I've got fast thumbs going and then I post it, I do it on CHGO a lot where I'm like, ooh, this is witty, and then hit send and it looks like I'm
typing.
Never go full retard. Emmitt Smith was a good running back with a great offensive line. Well, that matters in the game of football. Mm-hmm. You can be an average running back, totally mid. But if you got a badass offensive line, now all of a sudden you're a really good running back. And it just, we all know this. It's football 101. We're a bunch of old men around here. Mm-hmm. What did you got, Wedge? What did you find?
So we were both wrong. You said 1, I said 3. He's at 2. 2 carries for 17. So just to put
2 for 17, that's good.
Yeah. Just to put this into perspective, Olamide Zaccheaus had 4, Britton Brown had 5, Luther Burden had 6, and DJ Moore had 15.
So we had wide receivers who had more carries than Roschon. Do those stats tell us though? It's like tackles. How many tackles did Roschon have while he was playing special teams?
I would probably have to dig a little bit deeper into that.
It's that's not what we're doing right now. We're going down these contracts, making a case about why we're going to get the most out of these 9 players.
I absolutely love this comment. Sweat and Booker will eat Murray like a fun-sized candy bar.
Get him, Skinny. Get him, Skinny. Get him.
The biggest downgrade this offseason is center. Bradbury was like the worst center in the league 2 years ago. That's why the Vikings got rid of him.
Oh.
We also drafted a kid, so. And last year he graded right about the middle of the pack, so I'm not too worried about center.
Yeah, no.
Vinny's checking in. Vikings have a great team, but QB is still the biggest question mark.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
Vinny saying J.J. McCarthy will be on the 53. Competition brings players to another level.
Yeah.
Big Baller saying heard Kyler Murray numbers were just as good as Caleb when Murray was playing and not hurt last year. J2K nailed it, man. 2 carries.
2 snaps. He got it.
Big Mike saying Kyler got to get him some of them De Niro shoes to see over the line. Yeah. Big Dex might just end up being corrected by spell check. Heyo. Minnesota Vikings brought to you by Spaceballs 2, the new one.
The new one.
Oh, merchandise. Okay. Booker is a stud. He's cooking against the Packers in the playoffs. Walker didn't get a good contract after that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And then CJ2K had 2,006 rushing yards, 503 receiving yards back in the day. Sad story about CJ, huh?
Terrible, actually.
Yeah, ALS
Terrible.
just chewing him up. He's trying to bring back the Ice Bucket Challenge, man. I tell you what, guys, if we get the 500 subs, you will see two guys participating in the Ice Bucket Challenge on this show.
I will do that.
Yeah.
I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, that was sad. I saw that interview, and, like, I'm rough and tough, and I'm covered in tattoos, and but that type of shit just tears me up inside.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. We don't have medicine for this yet. We can't figure this one out. No. It's a different show.
And hell, we figured out AIDS, for God's sakes. How can we not figure this stuff out? I don't know.
Yeah. But staying in the cornerback room, up next, Jaylen Johnson.
Oh, one Jaylen Johnson. So I'll share his contract in a second if you want to start talking about him. But just real quick, Jaylen Johnson represents 8% of the cap hit this year. So
he makes up 8% of the cap hit. Now, with that being said, also at the end of this year, although he'll have still 1 year left on his contract, there is no guaranteed money tied to it whatsoever.
Yeah.
And if we all know Jaylen, and we do because he's been around in our lives for the last 7 years, Jaylen wants his money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So he's not going to go into the following season without some sort of contract. And because Jaylen has done business with Ryan Poles, he knows what Ryan Poles is expecting to give him his money.
Right. So J2K is saying that, yeah, he's very cuttable next year. Before we start getting into the points, let's break down the contract. All right. Best way to take a look at this is Jaylen Johnson's contract. This black line represents his dead cap hit money in 2026. If the Bears were to cut him before this year, Jaylen would have cost the Bears $25.6 million. But to J2K's point, if Jaylen does not return to form and he's an overpaid corner after this year, his dead cap drops to $9 million versus the 25. He was gonna be a cap hit of 25,000. You do the math real quick. That means that the Bears would save $16 million if they decide to move on and have to only deal with 1 year of dead cap money from him moving forward. So yes, like as said, no guaranteed money after this year. That $9 million is probably the proration from his guaranteed money from the deal before or signing bonuses. That's where that comes from. So you could you'll start seeing the shift in how the Bears do contracts, because you see these first 2 years, he was low cap hit, and the last 2 years he was higher cap hits. When you start seeing the newer contracts with these guys, you'll see that this flips, and the mentality is flipped to where you front load these contracts. And when we get to some of these other guys like a Dio and Grady Jarrett, you'll see that.
Yep. But also, too, this isn't just for, like, these guys want to stay on the Bears. They want to put good tape out there, because if they do get cut, or we can't sign all these cats, they're going to want to show other teams, say, hey, look what I put on tape. Look, this is what I did this very most recent season. So this isn't so much to get Poles to pay them, although it could be, because that'd be their first person they get to talk with and negotiate. But no, they're playing for their NFL careers. So not just to stay in Chicago, but just to make their money someplace else. Jaylen balls out on contract years.
Gav here. Take a gamble on Terry and Arnold. His lawyers will get him off. Convert him to the nickel or strong safety.
All right, let me introduce you to Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles, what do you do in your personal time? You put Lego sets together?
Yeah.
Okay, here's your contract. You sell Girl Scout cookies? Here you go. I'll pay you. Here's your contract. Wait a second. You did what? Kidnapping? Armed robbery? Nope. Can't do it. Nope. Ryan Post doesn't sign guys like that. Now, I have made this case on past shows where I had said maybe, and this was Eberflus days, I was like, maybe we need people like that on the roster, because most of the time, them dudes who get down like that in their personal life are dogs on the field. Like absolute dogs. And we didn't have any. So I was like, maybe we, an armed robbery guy, sign him.
Didn't we do that with C.J. Gardner-Johnson? I mean, I don't think
take a risk.
Yeah,
he ain't never, other than just, disorderly conducts on the field and things. So J2K says actually a trade would make the most sense. But the problem is, though, who are you going to replace him with? That's my biggest question when we always talk about trading a guy. Yeah. I'm always for it, especially if it's good for the team. But you got to have a plan in place. Who are you replacing him with?
And that's where I was going before with Muhammad, right? If he balls out, does that make Jaylen expendable?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But again, though,
very well,
he'd have to have a good year to make his value, like, say we did want to trade him. Right now, I'll give you a bag of chips because I saw what he did last year. He wasn't on the field at all, and then when he wasn't good. So I'll give you a bag of chips. How about that? Do you want Cool Ranch? I like the Flamin' Hot myself.
Let's put it out there like this. How many of you guys in the chat think that Jaylen Johnson can return to form and still be, let's say, a top 10 corner in the league? Do we see that? Is that a possibility?
Yeah. I'm speaking for the chat. I'm like, I do. I seriously, like, if he is 100% healthy this season, yeah, I'm expecting him to be the Jaylen Johnson we know and love.
We can always throw up a poll real quick if you want to put it up to the chat. Could Jaylen Johnson be a top 10 corner this year? Yes or no?
Ooh, that keeps it simple.
Yeah. Let's let them vote on it, man. A little chat interaction. While you're doing that, I'll start knocking out some of these comments. Great says, yes, JJ better put up if he wants that money to show up. Amen, brother. Smart move for 2027. That's when we could part company. The numbers are saying that, man. Some of these guys will take a look at, and if that's the direction they want to go, that's what we can do. DA will want his guys, and JJ could get us a second-round pick. Kind of sounds like a DJ Moore type of trade in that scenario. Skinny P saying he's the highest paid in that position group, or is he the highest paid in that position group, or is Bryant now that they added him? So Jaylen's making 25, and I'm pretty sure I can answer that for you here. Give me 1 second here. So if we go back.
So there we go. Will Jaylen Johnson be a top 10 corner this year? Type 1 for yes, and type 2 for hell no. I put just no.
Oh, I almost voted for us, but I didn't. So at cornerback at DB, our highest paid DB going into this is, yes, Jaylen Johnson. The next closest at $24.5 million. The next closest for this is Kyler Gordon, making $12.9 million.
Ooh-wee. All right, Toast, You showed up late. Go sit in the back with who else was here? Vinny. Go sit. You got to sit in the back with a Packers fan now because you were late. Quick recap. I like your question. I'm late. Quick recap, please. How are the Bears a top 10? I don't see it. Okay. We have 10 people on the defense. 9. Sorry. We have 9 players on our defense that are either due contracts, the rookies, 3 of them, because they're at the end of their rookie deals. We have the rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 veterans who, some of which are not due any guaranteed money after this season. And if the Bears decide to cut them, are very minimal cap hits. In your history of watching football, Toast, what do you know about NFL players who are due money or who are up for a contract? They ball out like their hair's on fire, right? So we have 9 of them. And they're not like second or third stringers. These are guys who touch grass. These guys are starters. A lot of them are starters. Mm. Some are rotational pieces who do play on Sundays. 9. Now, if you have 9 players all balling and vying for money, and it doesn't have to necessarily be with the Bears, they're going to play their best to put their best football on tape for the next team that may want to sign them. The tape is their resume, what they put on tape. So their effort that they're going to give to this Bears team during this season, I'm just saying, I'm not guaranteeing they're going to be top 10. I'm just saying they could be. Caught you up. You're all caught up, Toast. Thank you for joining tonight.
Big Baller thinks that JJ's going to have a big year. He's going to see them dollar signs. The D-end is the highest paid Bear. Yeah, Montez Sweat is the number 1 guy. Jaylen Johnson is right behind him at number 2 on this team. Great saying, hey, you guys, we got Thieneman. Did you see that comparison 40 with Dylan and Justin Jefferson? Yes.
That was awesome.
J2K just confirming, yes, JJ makes a lot more. Big Mike, there are 9 players this year, Toast, looking for money. That is motivation, sir. Just imagine how hard that kid's going to work if he doesn't do jail time. Well, Gav, you could take him on the Titans. Good luck, buddy.
So you beat me to it. I was going to say, that is not my concern. Yeah. Not my problem. I wish him all the luck. If you don't get prison time, good luck. I don't want to have that headache. No, thank you.
Big Mike. George just allowed swearing in the locker room, man. We ain't signing no kidnappers. No free candy here.
Thank you, Big Mike. Yeah, he doesn't even allow swearing in the locker room. I love it. Big Mike, the best.
J2K coming in with if the Bears decide to play the trade comp pick game, if JJ got traded next year, you have to play well to get us a second round pick.
Right.
So realistically, if you put that into the equation, are you maybe thinking a third in a trade for him? I don't know. Big Baller saying Terry and Arnold had those guys snitch on him to get their plea and sentences reduced. Man, you got to pay these guys better. Yeah.
I wanted that, and the game has changed, man. It used to, code of silence. Omerta out the window with Sammy the Bull.
No snitches get stitches in this house. Snitches get plea deals now. Yeah.
Ever since Sammy the Bull, the game's been all downhill.
Mm-hmm. Gav saying it's all connected. You need a good rush from your front 4 linebackers. Make sure that they can stop the run. Your corners look good. Yep. J2K coming in. My concern is JJ declining this year at his age 28, coming off of that injury. To be determined, in his opinion, which if he goes that route, he's not a Bear the following year.
Correct. Well, that's what I'm saying. And Montez Sweat's on the list too, because somebody earlier just mentioned Montez. He's on the list too. Mm-hmm. Because this could be, for a lot of these guys, or all of them, all 9, this could be their last year as a Bear. And if they really stink to join up, it could be their last time on a good football team.
Yeah. Big Baller JJ could be a top 10 corner, but he's not a big interception guy.
No, he's really not.
When JJ is playing at his best, they don't even throw the ball to that side of the field.
There's that.
Right? We got some votes coming in. Also, did you get the final poll on that? I was too busy reading comments. I didn't see.
When the comments come up, it takes the poll down. So
okay, so also true for guys that get married, they ball that season. So Gav saying JJ is going to be in the mix here. Grady, Dio, Dex, Stevenson, Smith, JJ, all could be in the last year, which is what we're saying. J2K, thank you for summing it up.
Yeah,
huge turnover on D incoming, in his opinion. That's the flip side of this coin that we're talking about. These guys ball out. They're looking for contracts. And listen, the Bears are a place to be now.
yes.
Right? That's a destination place. Young team, young quarterback on the rise, playoff contenders. They have to show it this year that it's not just going to be a flash in the pan, but we all here think that it's going to be sustained. We got the coach, we got the quarterback, two huge pillars in place. Skinny P saying Jaylen Johnson, Kyler Gordon need to have a big year on these contract years.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we've only got there we go.
Oof, everybody. Oh, wow. Okay. Nobody's a doubting Thomas in this chat.
Come on, you guys. Type 1 in the chat for yes and 2 for no. Right now it's unanimous. So 100%. Everybody's like, hell yeah, Jalen's going to be back in form. 100%. I like the energy. I like the optimism. I think so too. Providing his health. If he's 100%, Jalen's going to be balling. Because, again, he's going to want his money, all that good stuff. J2K, you rattled off a lot of our lists because there is a lot of these players. Our thumbnail, there was only one guy I didn't put on the thumbnail because I think he's out of here. I don't care how good he plays, is Dio Adenbo. He didn't get put on the thumbnail. But you got Dio, you got Montez Sweat, Jaylen Johnson, TJ Edwards, Marty Booker, Austin Booker, Grady Jarrett, Big Dex, Tyreek Stevenson, Terrell Smith. That's the 9 guys. Yeah, because Montez Sweat. I mean, are you going to keep him around another year? Or you can cut him at the end of the season because we'll get there next. Are we done talking about Jaylen? Everybody's voted?
Yeah. I think
it's still unanimous.
Yeah. If I had a vote, I would have been in that no camp. I'm sorry, guys.
You would have said no?
I would have. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Look.
I hope I'm wrong. I do, because when he was playing at the top of his game, he cut the field in half for that team. Unfortunately, they had nothing on the other side of the ball to kind of back him up. I don't know. It's something, and maybe I'm reading into this a little bit too much, something in his character. I don't think that he fits the quote-unquote Ben Johnson, Ryan Poles mold. I just don't see it. I don't think he would know what to do with himself without football. And I think that has been very well documented that that's the type of players that the Bears are looking for. We'll see.
Big Mike says he heard Jaylen Johnson's talking shit. He feels disrespected and has something to prove. Good.
Yeah.
I like that. That just adds more fuel to the fire. Go out there and prove it, man. That's the best way to shut everybody up. Ball out. Let's see. The big baller says the cornerback 2 gets targeted a lot more when JJ's on his game. Yeah. I think there might have been a while there, like early on in Tyreek's career, there'd be a lot of games he was getting picked on.
Yeah. Or it seemed like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that also kind of put Stevenson on the map for us because he was holding his own.
Correct. Because that is what happens, right? You go out there, you get toasted a bunch, you get picked on, but it makes you work harder, makes you train harder, makes you prepare harder. And then, then he was getting better and better and better, and to the point where, again, I hope to God Tyreek, settles down, focuses up, laser focused, and just balls out of control this year. I really hope he does, because he's young, right? He's a lot older than Jaylen. So if Jaylen were to go hasta la bye-bye, we'll keep Tyreek. But Yet to be determined. Big Mike, Gordon still has soft tissue issues going on. Yeah. Yes,
The
he
good
does.
news is, from the things that I've been seeing, Gordon's starting to work out. I saw him pushing a weight sled, which tells me that the hammy is intact, because you ain't doing that with the sore hammy.
Right.
So.
I keep saying Ben Johnson is a Sith Lord out here with a master and apprentice at every position, with young guys coming for your spot. They are hungry. Ain't that true? I like the reference. Number one, I am a Star Wars guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sith Lord, he's absolutely that dude. He's maniacal. He's absolutely a Sith Lord. And
so Skinny P, is he the master or the apprentice?
Or the apprentice. He's the master now. He was the apprentice. Now he's the master. With Caleb as his apprentice. You see Caleb kind of just like adopting all of Ben's mannerisms, how he speaks, how he talks. Like, it's just, woo-wee. Caleb's out here. He's writing checks this offseason, and I wonder if that's because he's feeling it. He's seeing the progress. He understands the offense. So now he's all, we want the number one ranked offense in the league. Oh, I got the Madden cover. Oh, yeah, I mean, Caleb is definitely feeling himself right now, and he should.
Why did Justin Fields and DJ Moore hit it off right away, and Caleb and DJ took time to hit it off?
Isn't that not?
If they
that
ever
is peculiar. Did. Yeah, I said that all during this season with the flus. I could tell. Can you not see?
Yeah. Who else are they going to throw the fucking ball to?
Well, no, I mean the Caleb and DJ thing. I was like, DJ don't like him. You could just I'm a people reader. I love reading people's body language, and I'm good at it. And so when I seen DJ on the sidelines and I watched all the damn games, I don't miss a Bears game. I'm like, he doesn't like him. Dude doesn't like him. There was a couple times on camera on the televised game. Well, obviously wouldn't be telepathically shown to us. Caleb would go sit down on the bench, and DJ would get up and walk away. And I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, why would you? Oh, I don't know. I left my Gatorade over there. I got to go. Like, What the hell is that? Sit there with your quarterback and talk about Shane Waldron's shitty offense.
Yeah. I mean, Fields had no other fucking options.
Yeah, so when Fields was on the team, he was lack of options.
I got to chuck it up to this dude. And in the first year, Caleb couldn't even fucking stand upright for half the fucking time. He got sacked 68 times.
Yeah.
There's that.
So there's that.
Hard to throw it deep when you're fucking staring at the sky most of the time.
Oh, man. I am so glad that experience didn't ruin him. Yeah. Because getting sacked 68 times has ruined a lot of quarterbacks.
So Toast is pushing back on you, man. He says, out of the 9, I see maybe 2. Possibly 3 that will play hard for that money. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which ones?
Man, the amount of shit.
It's not a pushback. I want to know so that I can judge if that'll be good enough to get our defense into the upper echelon of defenses in the league. You know, if you tell me it's going to be Jaylen, Montez, and Booker, then I'm like, fuck yeah, tell me we're not going to be a top 10.
Mm-hmm.
But if you tell me it's going to be Dio, TJ Edwards, and I don't know, and Big Dex, I'll be like, yeah, I don't know if we're cracking 10.
Big Mike, man, the amount I'm going to talk shit if this becomes the number 1 NFL offense.
Big Mike, insufferable. Me and you on Twitter, brother. Insufferable.
Pulls to Ben. How's it going, Ben? The Death Star is fully operational. Now witness the firepower of this fully armed and operational battle station.
I love it.
Yes. Blowing up the Packers. Yeah.
Yes. The Packers of Alderaan.
Yes. Great. Feels more both play for both sides, if you know what I mean.
Oh, hey now. There was a bromance going on. A little something extra. DJ's got like 3 kids, man. Come on. Now Justin, he's single and doesn't have not married with any kids, so I don't know.
Feels like the Bears are getting disrespect. Hey, no respect here.
Hey.
Ben Johnson, not a top 10 coach. Caleb, not top 10. Bears finished third in the division. Good. They hate us because they ain't us.
Yes. And at some point, too, man, you really have to welcome that type of stuff. At some point, you can't live your life like, they're hating on us and start doubting it. No, don't. More haters. Give me more.
Yes.
I don't have enough. I need more haters. Like, let them hate. Let them. They get paid to do it. A lot of them doing it for clicks anyways. But that just makes the success like that much more sweet. I mean, that sweet, juicy ripeness of that energy of like, you hated on us and now we're destroying you. Like, oh.
Some of my favorite shows from last year were just calling these idiots out. Yes. Especially after that Browns game. Hey, man, we were driving that freaking hype train from week 5 last year. And if you don't believe us, go watch the tape. They're archived on the YouTube.
Check the catalog. Go back to our past videos. We were on the Caleb hype train early.
Yes. And early. We had our boys back.
Right. I was going to say, to the point of listening to the likes of Broussard and Shady, McCoy, putting clown noses on their asses on our thumbnail or before the game even, because we knew you guys are, the hell you talking about? Shedeur Sanders is better. I think Shedeur's better than Caleb. You said, and you still have a job?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who paid you for that take?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. DJ Moore, I loved him, but he was too diva for Ben Johnson. Watching Fields versus Caleb highlights easily shows you we made the right decision.
Absolutely.
Hey, you can have kids and still,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Right. Night and day between Caleb and old Justin Fields. Bears won the division. We should be the hunted.
Yeah.
Good. Ben's pissed about that shit. Baller for sure. Booker for sure. Montez will show up every once in a while. And Grady. Those are his dudes.
Those are his guys. Booker for sure. Montez. And once in a while, Grady.
Yep. Jay Grizz, I was skeptical only because of Waldron in the Floose. Damn, I said his name. Thank you, Jay Grizz. You got me in trouble.
Ding, ding. Swear jar.
I thought we had no hope, not knowing Ben Johnson would end up being our head coach.
Wait, so let me address real quick, Toast, before we hit Transcendent real quick. Okay, so with those 3, if we get those guys to next level to produce, yeah. Okay, I might not say 10, but come on, man. 13, 14, 15? Huh? If those 3 guys are balling, that's our edges, and then some pressure up the middle. That doesn't improve our defense enough to get us middle, upper third of the league? Huh? Come on.
Great. I love my Bears. I don't care what they do in their personal life. Transcendent, welcome to the show, buddy. Thank you for hitting like, subscribe. Hopefully you dung the bell. Rang the bell, maybe?
Dinged
so that you know when you dinged it. Just hit the damn bell, okay? So you know when we go live. Thing that sucked with DJ is that you couldn't keep him engaged because the passing game was spread out so much. It's a shame that fans were so triggered about moving on from DJ, knowing we have guys. Speaking our language here, Transcend.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you look at the distribution, everybody was in that mid-60 range. Colston, the only one that broke out of it, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
People love the Floose. He was a nice guy. Was at the basketball game with the Packers head.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I remember seeing that on social media going, what? And will you ever catch Ben Johnson sitting next to Matt LaFleur anywhere?
Only if he's throwing a punch at it, like the back of his head or something.
Bow. Yeah.
Other coaches not sure if they like Ben Johnson that much. Who cares?
So this is another element of that I like. Good. Mm-hmm. Don't like my coach. He don't fucking like you either.
Yeah. You probably hate him because he's whooping your ass or making your defense look stupid.
That and back to he's Emperor Palpatine. Okay, yeah, don't like him. Make him the villain. It's fine. Because we're winning. Mm-hmm. We're taking over the galaxy. I'll ride with the Empire. Let's go, Ben.
I like Eberflus as much as I like John Oldballs. Good old Foxy. I can honestly say I watched one Flus game and it was on Thanksgiving. Sorry, brother.
That was the worst one to watch.
Well, he took him home with him. Straight to the unemployment line. So there's that, Big Mike.
Yeah.
He still got him.
He still has
in his
them.
Back pocket.
He still has them. He put them up on his shelf in his office at his house. Look, babe, I kept the timeouts. I brought them with me.
We still have yet to win Toast over. We're working on you, Toast. We're going to drag you along. We
just
have
be here, just yes.
A half hour to try to take the time.
I could tell, Toast, this isn't going to be a tonight thing. You just keep showing up. Keep showing up to the show. And as we go through week 1, 2, 3, and beyond, that whole little attitude will shift. And you're going to say, Ezra, you got a crystal ball or something? How did you know? Or you'll have the luxury of saying, hey, I actually watched these guys on this Bears show. This dude Ezra called this months ago.
And I will pour you some Bears Kool-Aid from the Doritos with natural fruit flavors. Hit like and subscribe. Have we said that yet? What if the Bears' number 1 defense is giving Caleb Williams the ball with some time left on the clock? I hope not.
Whew.
And great. I love Doritos. We love Doritos as well.
Yeah, it's going to be the official drink of the Everything Bear Show. We're working on it. We're pumping them. We're giving them free advertising on the channel. One of these days, they're going to come across the show and be like, do you guys know they drink Doritos on every one of their shows? We should send them a case. As I've said, Doritos, Everything Bear Show at gmail.com. Where the line's always open. We have screen space. We could put your logo somewhere. And we do genuinely drink Doritos. It's not like we just randomly pick the brand. We are pushing them because we enjoy the drink. It's actually refreshing. And compared to some of the slop that we have to drink with the high fructose corn syrup, Doritos is sweetened with real cane sugar. Okay? Sugar's still not good for the body, but it is light years better than high fructose corn syrup that you get in your Mountain Dews and your Cokes and Pepsis. So, Doritos, the official drink of tacos and the Everything Bear Show. Oh, look, it Create's already given his flavors. Mandarin, of course. And the guava is good, too. I have not tried guava. I like lime and fruit punch. Those are my 2 jams. Mandarin Wedge does drink Mandarin, though. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pineapple's pretty good, too.
Oh, I like pineapple, so I do want to try pineapple. Big Baller, go Cardiac Bears. No more Cardiac Bears. Yeah, let's just be like the 50 Burger Bears. Oh, that's got a nice ring to it.
Yes.
The 50 Burger Bears. That's it. Every day we're like this on our couch, just popping popcorn. Yep, another ass whooping.
Good to be Bears, man, this year. Didn't have to worry about shit. I got like 8 of those 9 lives back from last year.
I did try the cola. I tried their cola once. Maybe I need to try it again because that first time I had it, I was like, meh, it's cola. You know what it is, though? It's that stupid high fructose corn syrup. My brain wants that register, but because it didn't get it, I said, meh. But I bet if I completely cut out high fructose corn syrup from my liquid diet, I would probably enjoy the hell out of some cola. And Toast says, I'll be here to tell you I told you. And that is fair as well. I got thick skin. I'm not some sissy pants. If I was wrong, I'll say, yeah, boy, I got that all fucking wrong. And Toast will be there to remind me. So thank you for that. Hold me accountable. Yeah, you stupid ass. Which is fine.
Okay.
It's football. Nobody knows. Unless you got some Back to the Future sports almanac.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh, God, would it be? Big Mike, I'm trying to get that AARP Medicare sponsorship. You got a waste for that, though, buddy. All right, Jay Grizz got some flavors on deck, too. Pineapple and tamarindo. Okay. What is tamarindo?
It's an interesting flavor, man. I can't even describe it. It's like a darker brown, so the color kind of puts me off a little bit, so I don't get it very often, but maybe I'm thinking the tamarind. Yeah.
Jarritos. Official drink of tacos and the Everything Bear Show. Create. They have a Jarritos party pack with all the flavors. I saw that. I shop at a Mexican market for my meat and tortillas and stuff. And I seen they had the when I saw that, I was like, dude, that's all the flavors. 7 fourth quarter comebacks. 7.
Yeah.
Going into the fourth quarter losing, you come back and win 7 games, and it was almost 8. We were this close to having it be 8.
Yeah.
But we can't do that anymore. I'm not even going to say that it's not sustainable, because you can make an argument. You can't sustain winning like that. I don't know, looked pretty good last year. I think it could be. But see, I got high blood pressure. I think a lot of Chicago Bears fans have high blood pressure that don't need to be living life like this every Sunday. Can we just score 40 points a game? Give me can you imagine that one? If we would have made it to the Super Bowl, say, versus the Patriots, and then they were down by 12. 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Iceman. They probably would have done it just because the kid is so impressive. I don't sit here and give Caleb his flowers any more than we need to, but yeah, you just can't shower the kid with enough praise. We finally have a quarterback that can do that. We've always asked for it. We see other teams have it. Mm-hmm. Your Aaron Rodgerses, your Patrick Mahomeses. Hell, even like in his prime, Russell Wilson. All these quarterbacks on these teams where they're never quite out of a game.
Yeah.
Now, our experience as Bears fans, if we're out of the game and it's the fourth quarter, we're like, wrap it up, that's it. Game's over. Clean up this fucking mess. Put all the snacks away. But no, Caleb's that dude. Yeah. You ain't ever out of a game with Caleb playing quarterback.
It's one thing we learned for sure last year, right? Oh, great. How many carries is a running back going to get in the fourth quarter so we can get out of here?
Yeah.
Chuck and duck, baby. Mm-hmm. High fructose corn syrup is the devil. And it's in our ketchup.
Yeah, it's in our ketchup, too. Yeah. It's in, like, a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Great, like, tamarind. Strong flavor, tart and sour.
Tart and sour.
Here, this explains a lot. Toast, letting us know. I'm old school Bears fan, man. I like my defensive mediocre offense. I was with you, Toast, until last year. And then I felt the rays of sunshine, a.k.a. a quality offense, touch my heart. And it's changed me. I'm an old school guy too, man. I like defense. I kind of missed it last year. I really missed it last year. I did like the run game. That was exciting. But it was also exciting to see a pass that wasn't a bubble screen or a slip screen. Something that was completed 20-plus yards downfield on a consistent basis.
I know.
It was nice.
Led the league in explosives.
That was nice.
Or was it top second in the league in explosives?
Yeah, I think so.
You'll come around, Toast. This is gonna be a slow burn.
Yeah, we'll get you. We're gonna bring you over, man. Thank you for joining us.
I definitely appreciate you showing up. Definitely. He says yes. Tamarand. Tamarand.
Yes.
Create says we had Magic last year. Or was it Magic? Or was it the Ben Johnson effect?
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's contagious. Ben Johnson comes to town. The White Sox are playing good baseball. The Cubs are playing decent baseball. I don't know what the hell the Bulls are doing, but the Bears just changed the whole scenery. Like Toast. Toast is a perfect example. Wedge and I, perfect example. Because we're old too, Toast. Upper 40s, baby. Scratching 50s here soon.
Knocking on the door, my man.
So we're used to that, and we're men. We're creatures of habit. We like the same routine. So this version of Bears this is not what I grew up with. Like you said it best, Toast. I like good defense in a running game. That's Bear football! To quote Schleg Daddy. That's what we're used to. So, but now this high-flying, shooting
hipster offense.
Yeah, this damn modern offense.
These young guns over here running around lawless.
Yeah. It was it's like, holy shit, we have a modern offense now. This is crazy. And where's our defense? What happened to the defense? It's gone.
Zelda.
Yeah. Defense. So it's quite the adjustment. However, at the same time, it's exciting. And again, with the 9 players that are going to step up this year, or 3, because I'll tell you what, 3 out of 9 is not bad. If we can get 3 of these 9 to ball out, yeah.
We're going to go from 333 in baseball. You're a Hall of Famer.
There you go. Oh my gosh! All right, let's burn through some of these because we're gonna have to rip through these last couple names really fast. You guys can really get going out there. Let's see. Big Baller says it was the Ben Johnson effect, and the Bears finally got a Hall of Fame quarterback. You know, if the kid locks in and just ups. So I wish, and this is another thing, I can't wait till everybody shuts the fuck up already about his completion percentage. But if this kid can lock in and get his completion percentage up, and he keeps that up, maintains that his whole career, Hall of Fame, baby.
Yeah, mid-60s, that's all he needs.
Yeah. And Hall of Fame coach, too. As Ben goes, Caleb goes. Or is that the other way around? As Caleb goes, Ben goes.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, that's why I hate night games. Fucking anxious all day. I can't decompress. That's my problem. After a night game, like, I can't settle down to go to bed. I'm like tossing and turning, and my mind's racing for 2 hours. It takes
You're
me
on
to relax.
X looking at everybody else's take, and
yes,
we just shot a show, and freaking out.
Mm-hmm. I don't go to bed till 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm on the East Coast, so I get screwed on night games. J2K, imagine Iceman showing up in the third quarter and putting games away. I think he's close to being that guy. Final 10 games of next season, I'm expecting domination. Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute facts. I can't agree with that anymore. You said it perfectly. Because, right, it was the second half of last season. Caleb admitted that he really got the hang of the offense by the second Minnesota game. That was way into the second half of the season. So we extrapolate that progression right to where J2K says. Up to what? Week 7? Then the final 10 games, dominating. Just like looking like a Tom Brady back there or an Aaron Rodgers, since that's who Caleb modeled his game after. Just back there picking apart defenses. Because, again, the way Ben designs things, he schemes guys open. They don't throw 50-50 balls. They throw wedge.
100 balls.
Boom. So just Caleb back there dominating, commanding the offense, drop back, 3-step, boom, completion. 5-step drop, completion. 7-step drop, completion. Completion. Bruise Brothers, touchdown. Next.
Not for nothing, man. I think we scared our Vikings fan away.
Yeah, he never came back with the I was hoping he would tell us where
the old JJ.
Yeah, where his quarterback idea, Kyler Murray praise is coming from. Yeah. That's okay, he'll be back. They always
He's got
come
a taste.
Back.
The big baller, so many weapons, playmakers on the Bears offense. The Bears will be lighting up the scoreboard like a pinball machine. Caleb is awesome. Other than Caleb, who was your favorite to watch? For me, it was Monungai.
Yeah.
Skinny P, the CTA series, and Bears this October? You say you calling for a Cubs White Sox World Series? Whew.
Ooh.
And the Bears, the city would go bonkers. I like Loveland. Such a mismatched big corners, fast linebackers. Caleb showed you who he was when he came out of the gate last year. Scored after how long of not scoring in the first quarter. J2K loved watching Monungai at Create, one of my favorite college prospects. Watch of that year, not just a running back. Right there with you boys. I'm 47. We're all around the same age. Toe's 54, brother. I'm 49. So I'll be next year at this time. I'll be 50 burger myself here. So 40s is the new 20s in my book. I wish my knees feel like they're 98.
Oh no.
Friday's high school football. We tailgate in at NCAA games on Saturday and recover watching the Bears on Sunday. Sorry, you're not getting much recovery there. All right, we're caught up, man. Let's start ripping through some of these.
All right, so real quick, Dio, do we need to talk about Dio?
Motivated or not?
Motivated or not. I don't think he's going to produce much. I have very low expectations, but his salary cap, let's take a look.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at old Dio's projection on the salary here. Let me bring that back up here. Dio, after 2027, he's scheduled to make $13.5 million. If we look at his dead cap drops all the way to $4.5 million. So Dio, buddy, put up or shut up and get the fuck out of town.
Yep.
That's your scenario.
Yeah, because if we cut him, it only costs, like you said, we can cut him and it's only a $4.5 million hit to the cap. So not a big deal. Dio, it was nice to know ya. J2K says it best right here. Oh, dang, bro.
Mm-hmm. So if they cut him, yes, you're eating $4.5 million of dead cap money, but the Bears would save $15 million on top of that. Motivated or not, yes.
Motivated or not. And Dio was a DA guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was. He probably ain't no more.
Yeah.
I'm watching the condensed games, and I'm looking at the defensive line, reliving my anger all over again. But looking at Dio and going like, dude, you are doing nothing.
You suck.
You are bringing nothing to this. You're not bringing anything to the table. Nothing. So I'm not sure if he's going to be here next year.
If Booker's balling out, maybe Dio bounces to the inside and adds to a little bit of interior pass rush juice. Best case scenario, right?
Yeah. But in terms of his physique, he is a DA guy.
Mm-hmm.
His physique matches the mold of what DA is looking for. In terms of production, though, probably DA not too happy. Let's see. Next, Montez Sweat.
Oof.
Okay. What would it take for you guys to say, that's it, we've seen enough of Montez? Because after this season, if we cut him, Wedge, what's the hit?
I'm working. Montez is up at the top of the list here. So if you cut Mr. Sweat after this year, he goes all the way down to $4 million for the dead cap hit. This year would have been 18 mil. He drops to 4. His cap hit would have been 25. A plus 21 million right there.
So. Love that. So, boys, gentlemen, Wedge, what would it take? Now, again, because my side of the argument is because of these reasons, these guys are going to give us their best effort. But what would it take for you guys to cut him? Because, again, we can cut him at the end of the season if he does what? What are his numbers and stats that you would say that he's not going to be a Bear next year because his cap hit is only $4 million?
Yeah. Montez, listen, man, if Montez doesn't reach double-digit sacks, I think you got to punt on that. Why the hell would we pay $25 million for somebody who can't reach double-digit sacks? And when he's not making a sack, he's still got to be an impactful player. He was another guy that disappeared a couple times last year where you're like, hey, is he on the field or what's going on?
Yes, he was. Yeah, how many times were we asking each other that during games? Mm-hmm. It's Montez, did he suit up today?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see him out there. So, okay, then I'll throw out a number. I don't know. Well, we got some big ballers. Sweat not worth the money. I couldn't agree more. Mm-hmm. If he has less than 7 sacks this year, yeah, for sure. 7. No, yeah, 7, you're out of here, buddy. You're out. He was a try-hard player. Nice knowing ya. I think you okay, this is an option.
Yeah.
You restructure him, like big time, and extend Sweat if he has a good season. Grady and Dio are cut candidates next offseason for sure. I hope JJ and Sweat have good years so we could trade them for 2 second-round picks and build through the draft.
Just load up.
So that's the other side of this argument, right? Where, okay, so again, as an NFL player, you want to put your best on tape. Your future is never certain in the NFL. So the best thing you have is your tape. That's your resume. So because you're cutting it really close to the end of your contract where you're not a big hit to the salary cap, so it's not like what Dio Adenbo and Sweat both last season were like, we don't give a fuck, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
We are going nowhere. You ain't cutting me. But now this season that changes. That's different.
The fire under my ass is definitely a little bit hotter than it was last year.
That's hot, dude. That's hot back there.
My
you got it.
Are burning.
Because to J2K's point, yeah, let's say they do ball out and holy shit, and Poles don't want to pay them. Mm-hmm. He could go, hey, look at my 2 guys right here. Great years. They're coming off phenomenal years. I want 2s. I want 2s for them.
Yeah.
That could be it again. So this is many different ways this could unfold, gentlemen.
Yep. Sell while the price is high, right?
Toast says, Dio just keeps enjoying the architect boat tours. He has something, Italian beefs, who knows what he's gotten into this whole last 13, 14 months. No, it hasn't been that long. I exaggerate a little bit, but no, really, we haven't seen Dio in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If Grady Jarrett can get us 3 sacks in the Super Bowl this year like he did for the Falcons, I'd keep him another year. Yeah, 3 sacks in a Super Bowl? Sure.
We'll
keep him for his last year. Because Jarrett also has 1 year left on his contract after this season.
He's 33. So Grady Jarrett slated to make in 2027 that last year 11.7. So his salary goes down quite a bit. This year, is where most of the money is in the contract for Grady Jarrett. So that's why he is still a Bear. And he's come straight out and said, he's like, I owe Chicago a better season than what I put up last year. But you look at the cap hit, he goes from 22.2 million dead cap hit if they were to cut him before this season, all the way down to 4 million. So if they cut him, they're still saving 12 million bucks.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of 12 million, if they needed to cut Grady Jarrett, Montez Sweat, and Adenbo, that would only cost us 12 million on the cap.
And what would it save us? Damn near 50 mil?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Just doing the rough math.
So I present to you again, gentlemen of the jury, that with all these factors, can we not, is it unacceptable to think that these players are going to play with just a little bit more pep in their step, a little more fire in the belly?
Mm-hmm.
J2K says 33. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no more tread left on them tires.
Yeah,
None.
they're starting to get pretty bald. And he's the 5th highest cap hit. If you guys want to take a look at these contracts yourself, the website is spotrac.com, spotrac.com. And then you can navigate not only the NFL, but all the other major sports as well. You could go to the teams. Very handy tool if you guys are just curious what these guys are making, what it would cost. If you use it like a tool that we're doing, hey, how much money could this team save next year if they make a few key moves? What could they do to shift money around to restructure deals, so on and so forth? Pretty cool site, man. So check it out.
Transcendent says, I think Poles and company see their bookends in Montez and Booker and will wait until next offseason to make a splash at the DT in the draft. Yeah, Transcendent, I'm done thinking we're drafting any defensive lineman in the draft. I'm all tuckered out of that one. Not to say that they won't. I just hope, with all hope, that Gervon Dexter isn't re-signed. I look at, unless even if he does ball out, I don't think they're gonna. He's playing this year for his next contract at his next team. That's my contention.
And if you believe some of the pundits, he could get 20+ million on the open market. Good luck to that team. They're going to regret that fucking contract.
Or maybe he fits their scheme better. I don't know. Maybe they just want some big lumbering guy who just makes contact with the guard and just stands there. Maybe that's what their defense requires. I don't know.
We need the patty cake tackle. Bring in Dex.
Yeah. Not with us, okay? We need you to penetrate and get in that pocket. Get upfield.
Yeah. We want you to get off of the ball before, Ben Johnson's grandma beat you across it. Jesus.
Seriously.
Both Dio and Grady were 2-year contracts with third bogus year. You see it. They front-loaded those suckers big time. So you're looking at these contracts, to J2K's point, if this defense stinks, say they don't ball out, they're not a top 15 defense, they're in the bottom 5 again, they will have the flexibility to completely wipe this defense out and start fresh.
Yeah.
Big Mike saying, honestly, I think they're all gone.
Okay, wait. Keep that and be that as it may. They could be. Yeah. But again, they're going to put their best tape forward of what they can this season because they have to. They have to. That's the NFL. It's a production-based business, and it's always, what have you done lately? So here's the lately. We're about to enter this season. This is going to be their lately. By the year end, they'll have a year's worth of tape to take to their next team because I think Big Mike might be on to something here. Poles made all their contracts like this so that he could break free from them if need be the third year. Yes.
J2K saying, yeah, I agree. D-Tackle will get a high pick and then toast. maybe 4 to 6 games that might happen where they're all balling out. So that'd be a good sign if that's the case.
Okay, and they don't need to all ball out at the same time. Role players, right? The season's a long season. Some guys step up one week, another guy steps up another week. We don't have to look like the 85 Bears. They could have like you said, maybe Montez has a big game.
Mm-hmm.
Three sacks. Oh, damn. And then the next week, maybe Austin Booker goes off. Maybe another game, Big Dex gets him 1 or 2 with a few TFLs. And if he could ever recover a fumble.
Instead of kicking it 15 yards downfield.
He did that so many times last season. It was more than just once. He just fall on the ball, Big Dex. Just fall on it. We got one more guy to go over.
Let's do it.
TJ Edwards.
TJ Edwards. My 2 cents right away. I think he's gone at the trade deadline.
Yep, you've been maintaining this for months, Wedge. Mm-hmm. I know. He could be traded before the trade deadline because we've got 80 linebackers on the roster right now. All of which are probably faster than him. But he still has the smarts. He's still got the football instinct, and he seems like a good tackler. It's just, boy, was he a bit of a liability in pass coverage last season?
He's definitely slowing down. Right?
He was injured, though, a lot last season, too.
Yeah. But I think even before we saw that, he wasn't the TJ Edwards that we brought over originally. J2K saying,
He's gone.
I actually questioned how much he'll play. I don't think he could play obvious passing downs. I agree, man. I think DeMarco Jackson takes his spot. Jackson, Bush, going to be in the base defense sets. That's my opinion. If that's the case, I get it. TJ Edwards is kind of the glue to this team, according to what they were saying last year. But they want to get younger. They want to get faster. If TJ's still out there, that's not the case, right? Yeah, man.
If they keep him, he also has 1 year left on his contract. But what's his cap hit if they got to cut him?
If they got to cut him, it's only costing you $2.3 million next year. His cap hit would have been 10. You save $8 million, so that's another $8 million in the bank. You could sign a pretty good defender for $8 million.
Yeah. So to J2K's point, he's gone. he's probably gone. And I don't know. My confidence is low on TJ. I'm toting all this balling out. TJ's a big question mark for me. I don't know if he can. He's just physically. He's been through a lot of injury, lower body. It doesn't help his case.
Yeah. The whole shots above the middle linebacker, below the safety were a huge issue.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the reasons why Edmonds was gone too. And that was a weakness. As tall as he was, man, it was still an issue. He had trouble turning and running with guys, whether it was down the seam or outside the numbers. I'm thinking of some of the Packer games and stuff like that where he was just toast.
Yeah.
He's great on rundowns, but teams will pick on him on play action out of the 12 and 13 personnel. The biggest run stuff was that Willis one, right, where he started scrambling on 4th down and he just stoned his ass.
Yeah.
Maybe that was on 3rd to 4th down where Willis then fumbled, to correct myself. But, yeah, man, he's got an uphill battle to make the team. I think you trade him. I think this year, if you trade him, you're happy with like a 5th.
Sure.
Give me something.
Yeah. We'll wrap this up with TJ. Okay, there is actually one more name, but I think this will be fast and this will be unanimous because he's not a cut candidate, but he is somebody I think is going to ball out of control because this is be a good season for him to get his extension at the end of it. Ready? It's well, we could read these comments because they're relevant to TJ.
Okay. My worry about TJ is also my worry about JJ. Age zaps your speed. TJ and JJ were never speed guys.
No.
Skinny P. Thank goodness they'll have Devin Bush up the middle at speed where it was needed.
All right, boys. Last one of the night here. Austin Booker. Expecting big things from Austin this year. Not only because his arrow has been ascending, but because, again, especially with the question marks at defensive end, this is a great opportunity for him to, just put his stamp on it. This edge spot is mine. I'm going to be the edge rusher here for the next 4 years. Give me my contract. Let's do this. Do you guys think if he balls out, they extend him at the end of the year? Probably, yeah.
So Booker's in a little bit different situation, right? He wouldn't be a cut candidate. So no. Booker, what we're saying this year is that he's playing for that big extension contract. With 2027 being the last year of the deal, he's kind of in that Darnell Wright situation where they would look to extend him beforehand. So if he has a big year, they'll probably throw him a contract by the end of the year to make him stay at Bears. So he's playing for a little bit of cash now. He wants to secure, a bag for him. And if he's hitting double digits sacks, I think they're going to they might throw the Montez Sweat money at him and go younger and then usher Sweat out. I don't know. Possible. So
you could see that, right? Like if the kid gets, okay, number one, he's got to stay healthy and he's got to stay on the field.
Yeah,
if he can get 14 to 17 sacks,
oh yeah,
you're gonna cut Montez and give Austin Booker Montez money.
Mm-hmm. And then you're looking for that younger. He's got to prove it. Like Tosa's saying, he's got to stay healthy. He's missed too many games. But for him to get those type of numbers, he's going to have to play all 17 for sure.
Well, and last episode, I believe it was Slimbo extrapolated his numbers from last season. That, yeah. And I believe that was the sack total. I think it was like 17.
Yeah, I thought it was like around 14. 17 could be right. J2K saying, yeah, Bush is going to be huge to this defense. He's underrated.
Yeah, big time.
Here come the Booker comments. We knew where this was going to go. Big Mike saying, dude looks like a damn beast. You would expect that he would dominate people. So, Big Baller saying, can't wait to see Booker hunt down Jordan Love again.
Yeah,
I love how he just stands at the line of scrimmage. It stares at him the whole damn time.
He's like the Love Slayer.
I think Poles lets Booker play out 2027. Poles lets JJ test the market to get CMV. Okay. Poles will do that again to be determined for me, but we have 2 years before we need to worry. Yeah. Current market value. I was feeling you there, J2K. I knew what you're saying.
I wonder what kind of market value JJ will have if he doesn't stay healthy and ball out all season.
You're probably looking, $10 million a year? Maybe a team thinks that he'll recapture some of that, get 15.
I don't know. Corner's tough. We were able to do with Kevin Byard, but safety's a lot of different position these days.
Yeah.
This wide receiver speed is out of control around the league. Out of control.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So we're all high on Book. His numbers, 2027, 1.27. But if he starts out playing that contract, do you make him prove it another year? Do you restructure him? Do you add like another year on beyond that where, you throw a little bit of guaranteed money at him and put it in 2027 because you're going to probably ditch a lot of salary. So could you throw him some money, give him that final year before you really break him off? Or maybe put an extra year, 2028 on there? Who knows?
Yeah, I don't. Well, and again, when you're talking contracts, it's tough because, because I was just about to bring this back up here, J2K. Because what if he does get like 16 or 17? You don't really want to go, hey, you know what, kiddo, we're going to let 2027 play out.
Yeah.
Okay, see how you do. We'll circle back to this. Like, you don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the kid has another year that looks like that, 16 sacks, like, he's going to want bonkers money. Yeah. He's going to want buku money. And now you're in it. Now you're really in it. If
he hits the open market, his price tag would probably cost you an extra $10 million. Than what, if you can extend them this year.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's my only thinking, but,
But at the same time, his agent might be like, no, we're just going to let this play out. We're going to let the season play out and see where we're at.
Could. Very well could. Let's see. Skinny says the Bears have a strength and conditioning coach. He was world's strongest man champ, pulling fire trucks and bench pressing sedans.
Yeah. Booker was.
Is that a new guy, or that's the guy Booker was working out with? That's right. I saw that on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he did bulk up. I mean, you see his body frame now, and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. He looks like he can make it through a 17-game season. Put the muscle on to strengthen his body, and now the proof's in the pudding. Let's see it, man.
Let's see. Will Jones, thank you for joining us this evening. Thank you. Will Jones. Will Jones says, big Ben Johnson fan, but how are you going to tell us it's about technique? And on top of that, draft one defensive lineman, but sits there and says, I need another tight end. Feels like they're setting up Dennis Allen for failure. So I'm with you on the first half. Well, not to say that because I don't want to think that they're setting up DA. Come on. DA brings a lot to the table, intangibles for Ben. But they are kind of setting him up because they didn't help him out any with that. That's kind of not irritated me, but I'm kind of like the same thing. Come on, man, get the hell out of here. Oh, so it's not the talent. They were coaching them wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so, yeah. So just all last season, you were coaching them wrong. So we're going to see a completely different defensive line because of your okay, I don't even know. So, Will, I hear you. I'm right there with you. We're all with you. We didn't understand that. And then, like you said, then you go into the draft. If you would have found us a bit sooner, Will, you could have hung out with us during the live draft party, and you could have seen me and Wedge pulling out our fucking hair because we're like, oh, yeah, first round, well, we drafted a safety? Well, that's fine. We thought maybe defensive line, but you know what? We needed a safety. This kid is damn good. He's probably one of the first or second best, however you wanted to rank him, safety in the draft. Okay, but round 2, we're going defensive line. Center. Okay. I'll tell you what, though. Round 3. This has to be.
Picks. Yeah.
We're going to draft defensive line here. And then, like, nope.
Tight end. Like, wide receiver that's projected in the 7th? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corner.
That wasn't good.
We didn't draft Vandenberg till when?
6th round.
6.
Mm-hmm.
So, Will, I don't know, man. And now purposely setting up DA for failure, maybe not on purpose, but a byproduct of them not paying any attention to the defensive line during the draft. Yeah, it doesn't help Dennis Allen. That's for sure. Doesn't help. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you.
Rant over. We're with you, Will.
Jonah Jackson has an out next year at $10 million if Newman or McFadden play well. Do you consider it? How old is Jonah?
Jonah Jackson is 29. I'm pulling up his contract right now.
Offensive lineman can go a while. I wouldn't want to change anything. Keep the continuity.
So, after this year, like J2K was saying, his dead cap drops from 32 mil all the way down to 10. Might be a little bit tough. His cap hit is 23.7. You'd still save 13 million. But yeah, the continuity is going to be the big thing. If he has another season like he played after the first 5 games last year, the back 12, let's say, I would think you would keep him, right? I still think you keep those guys in the mix with the fact that Tooney is getting up there in age. He might be a cyborg. He might play until he's 40. I don't know. Jonah Jackson hasn't quite hit 30 yet. If Logan Jones comes in, imagine if you can solidify that middle 3. Keep the pocket clean for Caleb Williams. You got your right tackle. He's getting locked up. And then hopefully you find something in the left tackle. And if you don't, and Ozzie comes back and continues to improve on what he did there, you can have your 5 starters set for a while, Yeah. Yeah, we'll see, man. I really liked what the interior 3 did. They kept it pretty clean for Caleb.
Ben needs to get his offense firing on all cylinders. Oh, he will.
Mm-hmm.
He will. I hope to see it week 1, but because I don't want to struggle against the Panthers. I really don't.
No.
But you never know. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks to get that engine fully churning. But maybe not, though. Maybe that's what they did all last season. And now Caleb, because they did say, a lot of the media who went to the OTAs and the veteran mandatories, they all said, usually every year the story coming out of Hallis with training camps is what's been the story every year. Oh, the defense is always ahead of the offense. Yeah. The offense look like shit because that's normal because defenses are always ahead of the offenses. Not this year. Not this year. That wasn't the story.
No.
It was almost the opposite, even though they did say it was like a nice back and forth. But the offense they were running the offense, damn it, like how it needs to be ran because now they had a year under their belt. So I'm fully confident Ben's going to have them boys ready to go week 1. I'll forever watch the careers of defensive end TJ Parker and defensive tackle Peter Woods. Both I wanted. Isn't that funny? Like some of the horses that we had in the race, during the draft. I'm watching those kids. I don't care what teams they play for. I want to watch them.
Zion Williams, right, with the Ravens.
Zion
What's
Young.
he gonna do? Yeah, sorry.
I'm interested in that kid. Who was the other guy? Rodriguez, the linebacker.
Yeah, Rodriguez.
Ooh, I want to see the kid. Who was the safety? Jennings, something. The safety we always drafted
Emmanuel. Later. Oh yeah. From Oklahoma.
Yeah. I want to see if this kid starts somewhere. There's a lot of horses in the race. So you say T.J. Parker, Peter Woods. Those are good ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Skinny says that tough man engine running the Bears weight room is Mark Filippi. Bradbury, Big Baller says, Bradbury, not a good center. Xavion is a super weapon. And Roush, big, strong, fast tight end. Good picks.
Yeah.
So are you in the Wedge camp then, Big Baller? Wedge thinks, which I could see this happening, so I'm not saying it's just Wedge's camp. I'm giving Wedge credit because he said it first, that he could see easily Jones.
Yeah, Logan Jones. Mm-hmm.
Starting week 1. See it. We got somebody in the chat coming up here. Good call. Jackson played really well as the season went on. He did. Yeah. They all did. It took them a little bit to get gelled as an offensive line, but when they got humming, we saw you punched Philly in the mouth.
Yeah, third best run game in the league last year.
Yep. Strength coach with Jordan Vanderberg. Couldn't imagine him getting much stronger. You'd be surprised.
Second strongest player on the bench last year in the entire draft.
Let's see. J2K says, I thought he got the wrong end of the stick when he was picked up. We wouldn't be an Everything Bear show without Don Burke coming through and saying, Detroit versus everybody. Dan Campbell for president. I don't know if Dan Campbell can lower these gas prices. He's got my vote.
Yeah, exactly. Get it to 99 cents.
Please. Come on, Dan. Bite their kneecaps off. Let's go.
Yeah.
Derek Moore, best rookie. Could be
the DN, the Michigan DN.
The Michigan kid.
Yeah.
Oh, and Don Burr, you graced our most recent short. If you didn't, after the show, go check out our shorts. You were on the latest one. It's performing really well. Apparently, lots of Bears fans know who you are. It was fun. I didn't like roast you or anything. It was our simple back and forth. It was funny. Anything funny, I try to turn into a short. But yeah, thanks for popping in, Donnie. J2K says wrong end of the stick from fans. Oh, okay. The big baller. No.
We would get invaded right away. We'd have no defense.
We would get invaded. Lions suck. Bear down. Ron Winarski. Good evening, Ron. Thanks for popping in. And of course, bear down. And the Lions suck. That's what the short was about, Donnie. I was just explaining, and you were here for the show because you and I who had the back and forth. Your time's over. The pendulum swing. Momentum swings. For Detroit, you see it. I know you do. You're a smart football guy. You see the momentum going. It's our time now. You guys had your window. You had it. And it's gone. Ben Johnson's here now. It's okay. Everything's going to be fine. You guys will rebuild in the draft. You'll do all those things. But just sit back, enjoy the Caleb Williams show. Give some support to your former OC, Ben Johnson. Everything's going to be okay. J2K says, yo, Ron! Big Mike. He'd be in Mexico with LaFleur. Yeah, on a beach somewhere. Sipping pina coladas.
And Mai Tais, right? Yeah.
With those 3 timeouts in his back pocket.
Did I ever tell you about this time I took 3 timeouts out of Chicago with me?
Yeah.
Just kept them.
Yeah. Game winding down. My quarterback out there going like, what the hell are we doing? Are you going to call timeout? I don't know why Caleb didn't. Maybe because he wanted to respect the coach-player relationship.
He didn't have the authority to. That's what the word was. That wasn't on him. He said all that came from the sidelines. He didn't have the authority to, which to me is just dumbfounding. I mean, was that a Waldron rule? A Flus rule? I don't know, man.
Probably a Flus rule. Like your quarterback, of all players that should be allowed to call timeout, it's your quarterback.
Yeah. Just whatever.
Don Burr says, there's my bestie. So Ron and Don have a little bit of history. I would imagine Don's been at this a long time. He's probably got a lot of besties out there.
A lot of history with a lot of people, huh?
Yeah. That's our Don Burr for you. That's guys, we're in overtime. We don't get paid for this. But that was it. That was the breakdown. You guys, at the end of the show. Ron adds. Okay.
Yes.
Wedge, take this.
Book it. I would put money on this.
What, do 100%. You think Caleb will be the first QB to throw for 4,000 yards? Oh, heavens, yes. And last year, he missed it by this much.
Yeah.
So this year coming up, he's probably going to destroy 4,000 yards. Destroy it. 4,500, 47.
Mm-hmm.
And J2K, thanks for the show. You're very welcome. All you boys, thank you so much for showing up. Look, if you're new, hit the subscribe. Hit the thumbs up before you boys take off. Hit that thumbs up. Again, we're trying to really get the algorithm to push us a little bit. And let's force our way in to get our market share. But all you guys popping up, giving the comments, giving the thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, all that good stuff. And you guys are rolling with the comments. Here we go. Toe says, I'm still waiting for the recap. We got to go. I don't want to go through it again. I tell you what, because you know what I do? I've been doing our last, I learned how to do timestamps and put chapters in our videos. So if you need to rewind and go back, tune in to the show tomorrow to rewatch it. All the chapters will be laid out in the timeline of the show. And you can go to the areas that you want to listen to, and boom. I do that for you guys. We do this for you, the Bears fans.
Me and Don are longtime besties. Don is on every Bears chat, next level, infiltration, feel blessed. 4,000 yards, please. Golf throws that in his sleep. Great Bears talk. I'll let everyone know to check you guys out. Thank you, J2K. It's the best way that you can support us. We appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, boys. Till next time. Big Mike's favorite time of the show.
Yep. We will be live next Sunday morning, so feel free to join us then. Keep an eye out. We usually go Sunday mornings about 10 o'clock. During the season, we will be here for your pregame 1 hour earlier than everybody else. We go at 9 a.m. so that Central Time, so that we can get you guys back to your football action.
Till next time, boys.
Bear down.
Bear down.
Hear that crowd start rolling. Feel that blue and orange pride from the first whistle blowing.